football coach who nearly cost my daughter her life. What's the most unbelievable thing a football coach has ever done to your kid? For me, it happened to my 12-year-old daughter Bella during a youth football game in Cleveland, Ohio. She took a hard line drive hit to the temple. I watched her stumble, clutching her head, then collapse onto the bench. I sprinted toward her, ready to take her to the ER immediately. But before I could reach her, Coach Peterson grabbed my arm. "Sorry, Mr. Davis," he said firmly. "League rules say you can't remove her. Only a certified team paramedic can evaluate and clear injured players." I froze. "What are you talking about? I'm her father. She just got hit in the head." Peterson pulled a thick rule book out of his bag like it was a law book. "Section 14.3, he read, flipping to the page. "All injuries must be handled by certified medical personnel. Neither you nor I are certified. The paramedic has been called. We have to wait." I pointed at Bella. She was pale, swaying on the bench, tears streaming down her cheeks. "This is insane. She needs a doctor now." He didn't budge. "It's liability, Mr. Davis. No exceptions. If you interfere, you'll be banned from all league activities." My daughter looked at me, barely able to focus. "Daddy, everything looks weird," she whispered, her voice trembling. My stomach dropped. Through the crowd, another parent, a mother who happened to be a nurse, ran over and quickly checked Bella's pupils. "Coach, her pupils are uneven. This is a serious head injury. She needs immediate medical care." Coach Peterson actually held up his hand to stop her. "Unless you're the designated team medic, your opinion is just that, an opinion." Then Bella vomited, slumping over as her words started to slur. "Everything's spinning, Daddy." That was it. Enough was enough. My daughter's life was in danger, and this man was more worried about liability insurance than her safety. I scooped Bella into my arms and started for the parking lot. Coach Peterson tried to block me, grabbing my shoulder. "If you leave, I'm calling the league president. You'll be banned and Bella won't play again." That's when the nurse stepped between us. "Get out of his way, coach." Two other fathers came down from the bleachers and stood beside me, forming a wall. I walked right past Peterson, who was still yelling about protocols and violations, and put Bella in my car. She was nearly unconscious by the time we reached the ER. Thank God it was only 5 minutes away. The triage nurse took one look at Bella's pupils and rushed her back for a CT scan. The doctor turned to me, frowning. "How long ago was the impact?" "About 45 minutes, I said. "The coach wouldn't let me take her. He said we had to wait for a paramedic." The doctor's face darkened. 45 minutes with these symptoms? We need that scan immediately." Bella was rushed into imaging. Minutes later, a neurologist came out holding the results. Her face was grave. "Your daughter has a traumatic brain injury with swelling and internal bleeding." My knees nearly gave out. "What does that mean? Is she going to be okay?" She showed me the scan on her tablet. "This darker area here, that pressure building from bleeding inside her skull. If treatment had been delayed any longer, the outcome could have been catastrophic." I felt a mix of shock, heartbreak, and rage. Bella spent 3 days in the pediatric ICU, hooked up to monitors, nurses checking her pupils every hour. I never left her side, clutching her hand while she fought through it. On the third day, I got a phone call from the league president. Was he checking to see if Bella was okay? Offering an apology? Nope. He wanted to discuss the incident and my violation of safety protocols. That was the last straw. At the next league board meeting, I showed up with Bella's medical records, her CT scans, and a letter from the neurologist. Peterson was there too, sitting confidently at the front. "Mr. Davis violated clearly stated protocols," he told the board smugly. "I followed every rule exactly as written." I slammed Bella's file on the table. My daughter almost died while this man quoted insurance policies. The board members began reading the neurologist's letter. It stated, in no uncertain terms, that the 45-minute delay in treatment had put Bella at significant risk of permanent brain damage. But the protocol, Peterson started. The board president cut him off. "The protocol includes exceptions for obvious emergencies. A child vomiting with uneven pupils after a head injury qualifies." Peterson pulled out his laminated cards. "It doesn't specifically list those symptoms." One board member glared at him. "You needed a rule book to tell you that a child with a head injury, vomiting, and half-conscious needed immediate medical attention? Seriously?" Peterson kept stammering about liability and lawsuits. "You were so worried about imaginary lawsuits," I said coldly, "that you caused a real one." That was the end. Coach Peterson was permanently removed from coaching and banned from all youth sports in the county. And I never let Bella out of my sight again at a game. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And tell me in the comments, what country are you watching from?